Hey guys, how y'all doing?
How's it going?
Hey,
Coming
hey.
to you live from Boston in the where are we?
Chinatown.
Chinatown.
You don't know the town yet?
Yeah. Beautiful city.
Thank you.
Today we had a good day. We had a meeting earlier in the morning, and we had our second event with Bike Bus. Shout out to Bike Bus.
Yeah, check them out if you're in the city in Boston.
Great way to commute.
Yeah, bikebus.com. Check them out.
Yeah, my legs are sore. Maybe I don't know if it was a good idea before the race, but that's something else. Yeah. Anyway, so today we want to talk to you guys about real quick about leverage. You know, how to leverage your resources in order to acquire properties. So I will hand it off to Mike. Mike.
Yeah, so he's already forgotten my name.
Mike.
So you've got loads of different options in terms of how to invest in properties, and the few that we'll talk about today are just a small example of what you really can do. We've found these very useful in the work that we've tried to do, so we thought it was a good idea to share. So for those of you who are going down this route for the first time, and this is your first house you're buying and it's going to be your primary residence, an FHA loan is a fantastic way to go about this. The reasons behind this are because, one, the down payment is much lower than a regular loan, and the requirements are also not nearly as strict because it is a federally guaranteed loan by the Federal Housing Association. So this is a great option for those of you who are just getting into your first property and want to find well, it has to act as your primary residence. That's one of the catches. The next step is, if you've already done this, or you already own you already own a residential home, and you want to invest in a different way, is to go down the traditional route. The traditional route, the difference being down payments are higher. And they can go, they can be 20% up or down depending on how good your credit score is, or how much of a down payment you end up putting down, but that's usually how people invest in properties for residential reasons. But if you already have a primary residence and you want to invest in a property outside of that as an investment to rent out or earn some money on, that's where an investment loan or a commercial loan comes into play. With this, it's riskier in terms from the bank's perspective because you're not living in it. So if it was your primary residence, then they have the option of kicking you out if you don't pay. But when you don't live in it, it's a little bit riskier. So they tend to charge you more, higher interest rates, possibly higher down payments, depending on how your background in the industry and what your reputation is, or what your how you qualify from their perspective. So always look at as many options as you can. These are but a few. You can use a combination of a few as well. Sometimes you can start out with a first-time home buyers and then move to an investor loan, or whatever the case may be. Just don't get stuck in one direction and not follow through and then explore the other one, because there are a lot of ways to leverage what you can actually get out of this.
Yeah. So in our case, if you followed our last videos, we talked about this rental property, a condo that we have in Lowell, Massachusetts, which actually will be on the market very soon, hopefully next week. There's some renovation work being done currently, and we should be done by Tuesday, so we'll see. But anyways, the way we acquired this property is we went with an investment loan. And the reason we did that is, at the time, it made sense to us based on what we had cash on hand and how much we'd be bringing into this deal. And one factor we looked at is called cap rate, or capitalization rate. And basically, it's a number, or it's a ratio of once you calculate your numbers in terms of how much net profit you bring in, divided by how much you actually invested, you get a percentage. And that percentage gives you an indication of how long in years it will take to get your investment back. So if you put $20,000, how much would that take? Would it take 4 years, 5 years? And depending on that, it makes sense, or it might not make sense. But in this case, it made sense for us, and we went with a investment loan with a traditional bank. Yeah.
It all depends on your circumstances. For some people, it probably just makes sense to either wait a longer period of time to make their money back, or it's all a case by case. I mean, even though you can, let's say you do have cash to buy the house, all cash, your cap rate will be lower, but it for
Might not
some
be, yeah.
for some it might be a preference, for whatever it is. They're just it's just endless.
Some people don't like loans at all, so
Yeah, and
There's
so
that.
it's all about preference. But yeah, the message that we're trying to relay to you guys is there are multiple options out there. It's not only one way.
Yep.
So always do ask questions. You can contact us. We're always available, or would love to help you guys out.
yeah, and we'll definitely share the next, when we do our next property, we'll definitely talk about how we were able to obtain it, what
why
Why
we
we
did it
chose
that
it,
way, and take you down that road with us as well.
Yep.
And always, ask questions with your mortgage broker. Find out beforehand what you qualify for and what works for you. Don't wait until you find a property, because it might be too late. Find out now what you need to get ready for the process, and get it started. You don't have to buy a house right now. Just find out what you qualify for. It's always a good start and a benchmark.
Yeah.
Well,
So we gotta
that's
get
it.
ready for the
Yeah.
race tomorrow.
That's
Yeah.
it for today. Tomorrow morning we have our second race
Yep, in Western Mass,
in Western Mass.
about 2 hours up here from
Yeah,
Boston.
8 miles. We're excited.
40 obstacles, 30.
40, no, 25.
20? Okay.
25 obstacles.
To me, 40.
So yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. Wish us luck. Our campaign is still going on. Our fundraising campaign is still going on. So please go to our Facebook page and
Keep showing us love, because we need it. We're almost there.
we're almost there. Please donate, share our page, share this video, likes, hearts, and all the good stuff.
Yeah, all the good
And
stuff.
we'll catch you guys later. Take care.
Bye, guys.